All right, here we are. 2018 XFactoryRC Midwest Championship. Stock truck, A-main number 2. Watching Justin Whitacre with Chaz's, young Chaz's SCX60CF. Little bumping and banging there in the back of the field. Oh, goes for a tumble over the double. Not a great... Oh, Marshall. Oh, Marshall. That is not the start you want, folks. So Justin was on the 7th spot on the grid. Finished 8th in A-main number 1. So the nice thing about stock truck, being stock truck,
right,
is you can make up.
Oh,
and in fact, we're already 2 spots up here just from keeping our nose clean.
And they're beating and banging ahead of him. So
right, right. There's a bunch of them stuck up here. Watch this cluster. All right, broken truck. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's back up to 6th.
I think he's like 7th or 8th, but yeah. A bunch of trucks in front of him. A bunch of targets, let's call them. Making that left hand a little broad. These stock trucks, of course, have to double, or have to single those 2 little rollers. All but the fastest mod car is able to, you know, unable to double that.
We had to go back and put our coats on because the temperature seems to have dropped off. And
in this room, right.
Made the track a little slick.
A little slipperier, yep. Always a game here at the Ohio RC factory is guessing at tires and dope, you know? And you're going out, oh no. Get into it. But you know, you go look at the track, go look at the cars that are running in front of you and try to guess what you should run for your heat.
And round 2 is always a little more difficult because the track cools off because of the delay, the driver's announcements between the runs.
Tires cool off, the restart didn't help. That was a nice pass right there. Just as I said, he's going to give it all back. I want to reiterate this 12-year-old Justin's first trip to the MidWinter, biggest race he's been at. So just say what an accomplishment it is to make the main here with a borrowed truck.
Truck he hadn't even wheeled till practice late.
Right.
It was actually first thing Saturday morning. He didn't make it down on Wednesday, so it was Thursday morning before he...
I will say he has such a good attitude. You know, like he's happy to be here. And he's ecstatic that he made the mains, you know? He put it 10th or higher in all 3 of the classes he's running. Right. And some of that's luck, some of that's really good, you know, good clean driving. So, through the little hips we go. We got some pressure coming on from the leaders. It's good job, good job. The yellow truck, I believe, is for position.
I believe so.
Trinity team manager just putting the move on down the straightaway. Oh, the bump. It's a good Marshall job out of Ryan Mayfield. Man, how much pressure does that? I remember as a kid, like coming to this race and like you're out there running and, you know, for me it was like Matt Francis stepped out and marshaled my car and I'm like, oh God, he saw me wreck.
Yep.
As though he hadn't seen a million other wrecks, you know. He didn't know me from Adam.
Right.
But that extra pressure, you know, when you do screw up and then it's like, oh wow, the current world champion just marshaled my car. So, through little singles, over the double.
Like you said,
good line.
He's doing his job. He's setting a precedent for, you know, the way you should be marshaling. Some guys do, some guys don't.
Right, right. Yeah, there are guys who, you know, oh, stock truck. I'm just going to stand here.
Right now, it's contact move when he's still here in 2, trying to seal the deal overall. And that move work.
Getting on the straightaway. I think the truck is just a little bit looser.
Right.
It's not undrivable at all. I mean, it looks nice, but compared to round 1, I think that rear end is just wanting to come around a little bit more, and I think it's a track, right?
Yep. I think it's just a case of the time and the temp.
Yep.
And we're early in the run, so as the battery falls off, the truck will slow down.
Yep, yep.
This is when patience pays off. You can't be flustered and overdrive what you've got. You've got to settle down and hunker in.
Right, right. Put your head down and do work. Truck just looks super smooth to me.
Right.
You know?
Not a lot of
handling everything really well. Nice tight lines. They might have like a tiny bit of push there, like coming out of that on power corner, you know, but that makes it easy to drive for Justin. Talking to Justin's dad, you know, he likes the truck neutral and just easy for now, you know. The faster you get, the more you want your car to be on edge.
Right.
But for stock truck racing, easy does it. And a couple of good laps have caught us back up to those targets.
Right back in. Nice.
Gonna get both of them in one corner. Now we keep it smooth. Now we got to keep our head down, right? Like, all right, that's what we were trying to do. Good, good. Over that triple. 2 and 1, nice and tight. A little aggressive getting on the straightaway. I like it.
Right.
I like it. It was a good line. Shoot. Come on, Marshall. Wow.
That just puts us right back in a big group.
I'm sorry, when you're marshalling, you can't be like, you see those cars coming, I don't know. I felt like he had enough time to go and get the truck, and he would have prevented that whole pileup, right?
So now we have 5 cars in one little group.
Right.
It's not going to be good.
And some leaders. Like that was totally Justin's fault for wrecking, you know, no unforced error, right?
Right.
But the marshal should, you know, it was right there. He's reach down, grab it, put it out.
Especially with the leader coming in.
Right, right. Even if you just reach down and pick a car up, you know, way to beat and throw it back down.
There you go.
That was not the way to handle that, in my opinion. And that's a race.